We begin with the Standard newspaper. Uhuru Ruto take coded message to Raila's base is the headline today. The front picture, President Kenyatta were there with the deputy alongside the Busia Senator Amos Wako and Funyula MP Otuoma in high spirits after an interdenominational Thanksgiving service at Madende Primary School, Nambale constituency.
Absolutely. Investors set date for gold smelting in Transmara, Kenya's gold deposits that could easily be turned into high-value bars for exports and attention in the mining industry. We will tomorrow turn to Lolgorian in Transmara, Narok County, when an international gold company begins a fresh round of producing pure gold, much of which is believed to be unexploited. That on your Standard.
Right, some of the stories in there. Let's get inside page 2. All eyes on Transmara continues there. As well as another story here. Mombasa's retired Archbishop Lele critically ill, and Tarab Maestro Balo succumbs to long illness. The king of Tarab music, Salim Ibrahim Juma Balo, is dead. Some of the sad news reported on page 2 of the Standard.
Right, continuous story on page 6 for you. Bomb-making material seized in police operation. That is on the page 6. The chemicals and material used to make explosives were recovered from a house in Isili. The going character in Isili, Nairobi, bore fruit when police recovered what they termed as bomb-making material in a house, but failed to arrest the tenant.
The benches to try former soldiers set up. Lawyers claim more than 400 servicemen who left the military for other jobs have gone into hiding. So this, in as far as desertion of duties is concerned, they report 7 years ago is when this happened, and the benches will be presided over by civilian magistrates. The Standard has learned that the two of them are Mombasa Senior Principal Magistrate Joyce Gandani and Mombasa Principal Magistrate Samuel Gasheru. Also on that page, Makaburi's allies freed after quizzing. Remember, following his killing, there were quite a number of people that were arrested, but the 3 men who were with the late Sheikh Abubakar Sharif alias Makaburi when he was shot dead by unknown assailants on April the 1st have been released from police custody. This, of course, following interrogation over the same.
All right, clerics call for meeting over terror attacks. Some Muslim clerics in Mombasa have called on government to convene meetings to discuss terror threats at the coast. In separate statement issued in Mombasa yesterday, the clerics urged the state to facilitate public forums to discuss insecurity in the area, as well as seek public support in the war on terror.
Brewers eliminate Sofapaka is what is leading with the fever pitch on the back page. Also, Everton beat Arsenal to bolster their hopes of Champions League next season, and Kirui smashes Prague half marathon course record, amongst other stories you can read about in the Standard. To the People, the Daily Nation, I beg your pardon. Police hold hundreds of in Kasarani Stadium, and this is where the press was locked out as immigration and other agencies called in to vet thousands found without documents in police in the Isli search.
Well, this story continues on page 4, where also that bomb-making factory that was found in police terror crackdown also has been covered for you quite extensively. Also, Uhuru says there's no plot to kill devolution. President Kenyatta defended his government against accusations by governors that it wants to kill devolution.
Lupita is the new face of top beauty brands. There's a story on page 3. Good news for her. International luxury products maker selects Kenyan Oscar winner to be its ambassadress, if you like. And that is Lancome. So leading international luxury and beauty brand Melson Lancome has picked Lupita Nyong'o as its new brand ambassador, if you like, ambassadress.
Well, 7 former soldiers will today be court-martialed for allegedly deserting duty. The group includes those who left the military for other jobs abroad, especially in the Middle East countries of Iraq and Kuwait and Afghanistan. The Kenya Defense Forces accuse them of leaving their posts without following proper procedures.
Duale backed as MPs dare him to quit is a story on page 5, where Garissa Township MP's remarks based on duty to defend his people says no. Eden Duale last evening got support from his backyard on his anti-police crackdown views in Isli, even as more MPs dared him to leave the ruling coalition. Mandera Senator Bill Okero said what Duale said on Friday was based on his duty of defending his people, as every politician in the country does, and ours, he says, his words, is no different.
Right. Muslim leaders plan security talks. Muslim leaders will hold a 3-day retreat to address increased radicalization of youth to join Al-Shabaab, Association of Muslims Organizations of Kenya. Joint Secretary Fazul Mohammed said they would convene at a secret location this week to find ways of stopping the radicalization that has become a threat to national security.
I support devolution. That's what President Uhuru is saying on page 6. And also, Al-Kablo is here to stay. That is the vow given by Engineer Kamau. That is the CS Transport. Back page of the Daily Nation, Serem rules out MCA's car grants. Duala leads MPs to demand 2 million shillings for each county rep, but agency has said that's not going to happen. Let's go to the Star newspaper now. And opposition scorecard. CORD performs dismally. Nyenze is the worst ranked in that particular scorecard. And you have the Raila Odinga on the front page, Kalonzo Musyoka and Wetangula as well.
Right, on page 2, petrol dealer killed in Ruiru home raid. A petrol dealer was killed at his home in Teta Ruiru on Saturday. Read about that on page 2. And on page 3, Nairobi MCA's bid to join Commonwealth. Nairobi MCA last week passed a motion seeking to have the Assembly be part of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association.
Also in the Star newspaper today, jilted DJ follows wife to Nakuru church. It's a dramatic story where a Sunday church service at Nakuru's Kitty Estate was disrupted when a man stormed in accusing the pastor of stealing his wife. And also there, Dado Senior has gotten a job offer from state, at least the Busia government. Remember, Osinia's father came into the spotlight after the killing of his wife, and of course that bullet that was lodged inside his son's brain that was removed last week. So he's gotten a job offer there.
There you go. On the story that was top story covered for you on page 6, the opposition scorecard. Read at how the opposition members parliament have performed and how basically the opposition, including their party leaders Raila Odinga and Kalonzo Musyoka, have performed in the last 1 year.
The people finally. Police Operation Net's Qaeda training manual. So the ongoing swoop in Isli appears to bear fruit as police recover bomb-making materials and training manuals used by Al-Qaeda terror outfit. And that story has the details on page 4. You have the government is not fighting any religion or community, but is against terrorists and other criminals such as cattle rustlers. Those are the words of President Uhuru Kenyatta.
While county's resolution from Kwale meet on page 2, governors accuse national government of reneging on devolution once cash allocation honored. 12-year-old stands Eldred golfers, young teen dazzles on experienced field to win in the North Rift Towns Open Golf Tournament. All right, on page 2 for you, Arati hits out Duale over terror crackdown remarks. Dagoretti North MP Simba Arati has hit out Parliament Majority Leader Aidan Duale over remarks on the ongoing crackdown on terror gangs. Read your story of your favorite newspaper covered for you there.